Welcome to Motivational Mondays. This is Fed Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMtrading. And today I want to be discussing, I want to be like Mike. That's MJ. Now, before we start, make sure to like and subscribe, especially if you find some value in this presentation. So, I want to be like Mike. Now, I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s, and I saw the comet, the star of Michael Jordan go from a nobody to one of the best athletes of all time. I'm talking about athletes. I'm not talking about just best basketball player. I'm talking about best athlete. Now, anybody who's ever studied anybody who's done something great about their life knows that they've gone and overcame some really adverse situations in life. And nobody was as crazy and as motivated as Michael Jordan. And I think that he is maybe the most important figure that we could use, and learn from some of the things that he went through and how he processed things. Now, I am a big believer that everybody goes through things and everybody has failures through things, but it's how we respond to that failure that makes us who we are. And Michael Jordan is that type of example. Now, there have been 664 wins and 285 losses. That's a 2-to-1 ratio. Now, we're going to discuss in Technical Tuesdays that 2-to-1 ratio, but that means that he had 285 losses. 285 losses is a lot of losses to have in life. And that could have brought him into depression where he might not have hit that 664 wins, could have hit only 400 wins or 300 wins, but he persevered. Now, this is one of the most influential interviews I've ever seen in my life. Well, Michael Jordan, at the height of his career, decides to take a break from the NBA and go into baseball. Go figure. He went after what his heart, he had become successful. He had hit every single plateau he wanted to hit, and he wanted to prove something to himself, and he wanted to join the game of baseball. Now, he made it only to the minor leagues, and at one point, after about a year and a half into it, he was interviewed by a certain sportscaster, and they're in there in the field. I'll never forget it, right? And he's there with the bat, and he's like playing it all like as if he's a baseball player. Now, remember, he's 6'6". He's this much bigger than me. No, he's a lot bigger than me. But this physically is how much taller Michael Jordan is than me. Now, so he's huge. And usually baseball players are not huge. They're usually somewhere like in the maybe 5'12", 5'11"-ish area. He's 6'6". And so he's towering over this sportscaster. And the sportscaster says to him, hey, Mike, you've been doing this and you're playing this game for quite some time. And don't you feel like you're making a fool of yourself? Like you're not even batting enough to really be in the minors for all intents and purposes. And this is where Mike got his game on, right? And this is how he used to really process things. And he shared with the sportscaster how he saw it. And this is really what's really influential. He says, I'm not looking at this as a failure. I see this as a success. That's why you are where you are and I am where I am. Because to me, success means I tried, I put in, and that to me is success. Now, whether or not I'm successful with it, and whether or not it's profitable, whether or not it shows success, that's a separate story. But I see this, my trying and my putting myself out, as success. And Michael Jordan would find reason to get angry at his other opponent. He would look for reasons to be gaslit, to be put there emotionally, to get there. I want to show them. I want to beat it. I want to overcome it. To show the other person, but to prove it to myself as well. And I think that anytime that you have a powerful why of what you want to accomplish in life, you accomplish many other feats that you didn't think you could even accomplish or I could have even accomplished. And I really use this particular story as a testament and as a beacon in different adverse situations that I've been in life. And I think we could all learn from that, is that if we put ourselves emotionally to get there, emotions are great. Emotions are not there to be suppressed. And usually when we're growing up, and especially in my background, we were taught to suppress the emotions. Keep it down. Don't show it to people. Don't show them that you're angry, right? Don't get angry in order to, no. I mean, yes, don't go on a road rage and start killing people in the middle of the street. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about getting angry at yourself, getting emotionally put in a place that you're going to move and you're going to start depending on you to create outcomes for yourself. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being there, being present, not using those emotions in destructive ways, but using those emotions to pick yourself up and to overcome adversity. That's what I'm talking about. If we could learn that from MJ, I think we would change our game completely. Thank you, everybody. Have a great week.